Hey everybody, it's Keely. I'm coming with you for another prenatal gentle yoga class. Some things that you might want: a blanket, 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. You could use boxes, cereal boxes, maybe toilet paper, paper towels, and also a strap. Now for the strap, if you don't have one, use a small towel. Right. So we're going to get started in hero's pose. Okay? And this is our grounding pose. You want to make sure you're comfortable. So if you are comfortable just sitting on your shins, bottom to your heels, you can be there for a couple of minutes, go for it. If you need a little support for your knees, you can take a blanket, put it underneath your knees and sit back and down. You can also take a block or 2 and put it underneath your bottom. Completely up to you. So go ahead, see what's comfortable for you. I'm going to face you guys. And then once you do find that comfy seat, that easy seat, make sure your spine is long, your tailbone's down, crown of the head's reaching up, shoulder blades are relaxed. You are relaxed. Chin's parallel to the earth. Hands resting on your thighs or maybe with baby. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Let it all go. Do that again. Fill up. Release it all. Keep that tall spine. Keep the shoulders relaxed, your jaw soft. Coming into our ujjayi breathing. We're going to keep it in through the nose and out through the nose. So go ahead through your nose. Start to inhale for 3. Keep breathing in on 2. Keep it nice and slow. 1 more time. And then exhale slowly through your nose for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Continue that rhythm in your breath. Inhaling to the count of 3 and exhaling to the count of 3. Let that be the only thing you're worried about right now, just the count. Be sure to check in with your body, make sure it's relaxed, and go right back to that count. Thoughts are going to come to you, let them go. Right now it's just you, your breath, your body, your baby. Keep focusing on your breathing. Notice how you can control your breath. Maybe take it higher than 3. Maybe it goes up to 4 or 5. You want to keep balance. So however long your inhale is, let your exhale be the same. Continue breathing. I'm going to go quiet just for a little bit, and then I'll bring you out of the breathing. Go ahead, take 1 more inhale and match it with your exhale. Allow your eyes to flutter open. And then come to stand on your shins. We're going to come into Gates pose. Help to open up the side body. We'll start by taking our left foot out to the left, plant it. Okay, stability through that left leg, stability through your right knee. On your inhale, reach your right arm up. On your exhale, up and over to the left. Left hand can trickle down. Just a little extra support there. Remember, you're reaching up and then over. Don't worry about how big of a bend you are, side bending here. As long as you feel that stretch, that's where you stay. If you're feeling uncomfortable, you come a little more out of it. Continue breathing. Let your heart rotate up. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Arm comes down. Switch out your knees. So this time your left knee's down, your right foot comes out. Root the right foot. Stabilize, shoulders, hips still stacking. Right hand will grace down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, up and over. Still let your heart rotate up. You still want to make space. You're elongating through that left side body. Your eyes can be open or closed here. And still count that breath count. If it's in for 3, make it out for 3. Your neck allows it. You can look up to your flying hand. Breathing here for 3, 2. Inhale brings you back. Tabletop position. So in our tabletop, we want knees and hips stacking. We want wrists and shoulders stacking. Really spread your fingers really, really wide here. Our tabletop has a nice flat back. Neck is long, chin's off the chest. We're going to come into cat poses. Okay, we're going to refrain from dropping the belly for cow. We don't want any extra weight in the belly. Take a deep breath in that flat back position. And then on your exhale, angry cat. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, round the shoulders up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, round. Inhale, center. Now, letting your own breath guide you, take that 3 more times, holding wherever you might need to hold. Maybe it's in tabletop, maybe it's an angry cat. Follow your breath. After your 3rd round, taking your time to get there, find your way into tabletop, and slowly move into hip circles. Let's start by going clockwise 5 times. So I'm going to send my bottom back, and then up and around. And just breathing normally, just letting it flow. You can go really far forward, really far back. It's all in your stability, whatever's comfortable for you. Once you go 5 times counter, go 5 times, or go 5 times counter if you already went 5 times clockwise. Just gently moving through, just opening up the body. And then after your 5th time, again, taking your time to get there, back into your table. Coming up to stand. I recommend bringing 1 foot forward, then the other. Bending my knees. Hands can be on the thighs. Belly strong, and I lift up. Meeting at the top of our space. Feet can be hips distance. They can be together. They can be as wide as your mat. Sun breaths. Hands will start at heart center. Your inhale begins when your hands are at the bottom. Your exhale begins when they come to the top. Eyes open or closed. Release your hands. Start to inhale, breathing out. Once your hands touch overhead, exhale, come through center. Inhale. Exhale. Take that 3 more times with your own breath, matching your inhales with your exhales. After your 5th round, meet with your hands at heart center. If your eyes were closed, gently open them. Take this into a pregnancy salute. Inhale, breathing, reach your arms up, stretch up. On your exhale, forward fold. Put a bend in your knees. Open the feet as wide as you need to. Bring your hands down to the earth. Once your hands are down, take your right foot back, drop the knee. Take your left foot back, tabletop. Depending where you are in your pregnancy, if you're still in your first or second and you have a yoga practice, you could go into plank. I'm at 37 weeks, so I'm going to be in tabletop because I have a little extra more weight in the midsection. From your tabletop, you can exhale, angry cat. Inhale back to table. And then take child's pose or down dog. I'm taking child's pose because some experts have been saying that down dog's not recommended after 36 weeks, but it's completely up to you. I'm taking child's pose. You can take down dog wherever you are in your pregnancy. And we're going to breathe wherever you are. Take that inhale. Your exhale can be right through that mouth. Inhale, notice how long it is. Exhale, make it the same. One more breath in. Stay for your exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, back into your tabletop or plank, whichever you did to get there. This time, my right foot will step forward, then my left foot. Little bend in the knees, and then I'm going to rise on up. Reach your arms up overhead, and we're going to keep flowing the other side. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands will plant, knees bend. This time, take your right knee back, then your left. I might have pregnancy brain. I might have already done that side, so please excuse me. Tabletop. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Coming back to your breath. Remember, your exhales can be up through the mouth. Just keep that equilibrium in your body, that balance. In and out. One more breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, core strength pulls you back into table or plank. Retracing our steps. Coming up to stand, little bend in the knees. Inhale, root to rise. This time on our exhale, hands come through center. Feet stay wide as you go all the way down for a yogi squat. Okay. Now for your yogi squat, I'm going to face you. You don't need to face me. You need your feet as wide as possible so they stay glued into the earth. You can grab a block or two, any height. Let your bottom sit down. Okay. You're going to use your elbows to open up your knees, hands to heart center. This is good for our hips. It's good for our inner thighs. Think about shoulders relaxing. Your tension, the strength you're building is in your lower half. Chin's off your chest. Continue to breathe in through your nose. It can be out through your mouth. But it should be the same in, same out length. And if you don't have a block, you're still thinking of pulling all that energy up and in. Okay? Nothing's hanging. Everything's nice and tight, strong, core activated. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Staying in squat. We're going to rise up very, very slowly on our exhale. Take a very deep inhale. Exhale, slowly rise, squeezing the glutes. Belly stays strong, baby stays strong. All the way up. And shake out the legs. Okay. You're going to need one block. One block or, what did I say, like toilet paper roll, paper towel roll. We want something to squeeze between our knees, squeeze between our thighs. We're going to fire up our quads. Coming into chair pose, top of your space. Put that block or whatever prop you're using right between your thighs. Squeeze it. Okay? Use that strength. Squeeze it. Chair pose. Bend your knees, hips back. Your arms can go up. Your hands can come to heart center. Completely up to you. Block squeezing between your thighs. Weights into your heels. Maybe pick up the toes just for a little bit to make sure most of the weight is in your heels. And breathe. Keep squeezing that block for 3, 2. Block. You can go on your hands now. Your left foot really, really light, and then step it all the way back into a lunge. Then drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Feel free to grab a blanket and put it underneath your knee. Your right foot, we kind of want that a little more forward so you can bend into your knee. You don't want your knee past your front toes. That block you can leave right in front of your right foot. Hands can be at the low back, on the thigh. You want to feel a stretch in your quad. Just breathe here. You can stay static. If you want movement, you can go back and forth. Nice and slow, fluid. So whatever your body needs in this moment, maybe you need to stay still, then you stay still. Maybe you need that little movement, then do the little movement. If you're moving, find stillness. Open twist. Right hand down to the block or inside the right foot. Left arm up. Let your eyes be open. Breathe for 3, 2. On 1, come back to your lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Come back into your chair pose. Block right back between your thighs. Firing up the quads again. Belly strong. Your tailbone's long. There's no back bending here, no arch. I'm going to keep a nice tight core. Shoulders are relaxed. Don't worry about how big of a bend your knees are. Weights in your heels. Hands to heart center or biceps with your ears. Continue breathing here. Squeeze that block. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands find that block again. This time you're light in the right toes and you take the right foot all the way back. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes for that low lunge. If you need to, left foot can come more forward. Bend into that left knee. You want to make space for the belly, so if you need to, take the left foot out as wide as you need. Okay? Hands on thigh, hands to low back, whatever you did before. And maybe you just held it still, or maybe you did go back and forth. Okay? Whatever your body needs. It's not fast, it's slow. Getting to your ligaments, your tendons, breathing. Then coming into our open twist. So bend into the left knee. This time your left hand can come to the block, to the mat, inside the left foot. Find that open twist. Heart's lifting up. Right hand can come up. Maybe right hand comes behind you. Breathing here. Every inhale is elongating your spine. Every exhale, heart's opening up. You're here for 3, 2. On 1, hands come back. Bend into the left. Pick up the back knee. Step forward. And then go ahead and shake it out. Just got to move my screen because it went to sleep, even though I have it on a timer not to. Technology, great, isn't it? All right. So once all nice and shaken out, you know what? You could have even held a chair pose while I was doing that, but it doesn't matter. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So you can face the camera, and then I'm going to step out with my left foot. So whatever foot you need to step out so you have the longer part of the mat. Toes can point forward. If you have any sciatic issues, pigeon toe them. A good way to check that you have good alignment, Arms are up, T-arms. Your wrists and your ankles line up. Inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, swan dive forward. Okay. Now when you're swan diving forward, you can grab a block or two and have that out in front of you if your hamstrings are tight. If hamstrings are pretty loose, you can bring your hands down. Your weight comes more forward into the balls of the feet, and continue to breathe. And again, this all has to do with the size of your belly. In my first 7 months, I was able to still line up my fingers and toes, get my whole body underneath. It's not like that anymore, for now. Inhale's lengthening. Exhale, your heart gets a little bit closer. Continue breathing here. If you need more engagement, lift up your knees, your kneecaps, engage the quads in front of your legs. Again, check in, weight more forward into the balls of the feet. If you have your hands forward, have them underneath your shoulders. You're here for 3, 2, on 1. Slowly bring your heels in, bending the knees. And then you can walk your hands up, coming into a goddess pose. So like a wide squat, a sumo squat. Big bend or little bend in the knees, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to come into slow pulsing. Every inhale you take, you lower. Every exhale, squeeze up. Okay, ready? Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Every inhale, feel your belly getting bigger. And every exhale, pull everything in, wrap the baby. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping the feet flat. Keep moving with your breath. It's a little bit down, it's a little bit up. Remember, on the down's the inhale, on the up's the exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, so lift up, squeeze. Inhale back. If it feels good, you can go side to side. Just little hip movements. You can do little circles. Whatever feels good. If you circled, make sure you go the other way. Find stillness. Straighten your legs. Coming into warrior 2. Pick up your right toes. Point them all the way to the top of your space. And then pigeon toe your left foot in a little bit. Left toes. Bend into your right knee. You're coming into warrior 2. You could have a big bend. You can have a little bend. We want hip no lower than the knee. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches forward. Breathe here, strong. Root down your feet. Tailbones down. Feet pressed down. Glutes are squeezing. Shoulders relaxed down. Feel free to stay here, or you can come into our balance pose today, which is half moon. For half moon, I recommend a block. Have it right out in front of you. You're going to have that block rooting down. Fingers lightly touch it. Left toes come in, and then you lift up. Don't worry about how high that back leg goes. Keep pressing down your right big toe. Your hand can stay on the hip. It can venture up. Just remember, you have a lot more in that midsection, so your balance might be a little different today, well, compared to every day. Take a deep breath in. If you're in half moon, gently come back to your warrior 2. Straighten your legs. Pick up your right toes. Face them forward. Come on to the other side. So the left toes will point back. Coming into your warrior 2. Set up your posture. So this time your back toes are pointing in slightly. Your left knee is tracking your left pinky toes. Small bend in the knee or big bend. We want shoulders, hips stacking. Once you have your feet there, think about squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the feet together. So you can bunch up your yoga mat underneath. Right arm back, left arm forward, breathe. So warrior is a strong pose. Shoulders are relaxed down. Gauge your biceps and triceps, strong arms. Breathe for 3, 2. Stay with your warrior 2, or if you did so on the other side, find that half moon. Have the block in front of you, and then bring up that back leg. Continue pressing down that left big toe. You have long through the torso. If your right foot's up, flex the toes. Right hand can extend up. Eyes can extend up. Be exactly where you're meant to be. Here for 3, 2. If you were in half moon, slowly control. Back to your warrior 2. From warrior 2, straighten the leg, toes point forward, and then go ahead, find a seat. Okay? You can shake it out first, but then find a seat. Right. So for our seated position, we're gonna rock the baby. You can leave your left leg long. You have your left leg bent in, half easy seat. Whatever's easy for you. We're going to start by rocking the baby. It's a nice hip opener. Your right foot will find its way into the crutch of your left elbow. Maybe your belly's in the way. Maybe it just finds it in the hand. And again, depending on the size of your belly, foot can be in the elbows, knee can be in the elbows, or maybe it finds the hands. And you just go back and forth. Just little rocks. Still want to try to sit up tall. And breathe. So after a couple of times, from here, we'll take our right foot in our right hand, and we're going to stir the pot. Okay, so you're going to go clockwise a couple times. And then make sure you counterbalance that. Go the other way. When it's all equaled out, let that leg go, shake it out. Other side. So again, you might have to use the hand, left foot in the hand, left hand on the knee, or maybe you can get the foot into the crotch of your arm, knee into the other elbow. There you are. And rock it. Just nice, subtle rocks. Just a nice, easy hip opener. And from here, we're going to stir that pot. Let's go back and around. Doesn't matter which way you start it, just remember you have to counterbalance it. Doesn't matter the speed, don't do speed. Just breathe. Count how long it takes you one way. Then be sure to counter it out. And there you go. Once you're all balanced out, you can let that leg go, shake the legs out. All right. We're going to take 2 back bends today. They're going to be in camel. So for camel, I recommend taking a block with you and then coming to sit up on your shins. That block you brought with you, put it between your thighs again. We want to squeeze that block with our thighs. It's going to release any low back pain you might have. So for camel, bring your hands to your low back. So your fingers face down, thumbs are out. We're not taking this deep. Think about shoulders Hips, knees stacking, belly's going to stick out. Take a deep breath in, lift your heart up. And on your exhale, gently let your hips go forward. You're squeezing that block. So it's not an intense back bend. Still think about pulling baby towards your spine, belly button towards your spine. Thighs are squeezing. Hands protecting your low back as well as squeezing that block. 3, 2, on 1. Gently lift your head back up. Go ahead, sit down on your shins. Let me come into some neck stretches before our next camel. Let your right hand come down, left hand to the right side, and then gently bring left ear towards your left shoulder, switching on the right side of your neck. Your eyes can be open or closed here. Still a long spine. And just breathe. Next inhale, gently switch. Head lifts up, left hand down, right hand to the left side. Gently guide it towards your right shoulder. So you're not crunching down. You're letting the shoulders still relax. And breathe. Head back up. Bring your hands behind your neck. This is going to be the support. We're going to open up our entire throat, just like we did in camel, but now our hands are supporting our neck. So take an inhale. On your exhale, let your head go back. Hands support the neck. Feel the throat opening up. And breathe. Gently bring your head back up. Your hands come to the back of your head now. Okay. Still a long spine. And then gently bring your chin to your chest. And then feel that stretch down the back of your neck. This is one of my favorites. I feel it in my neck. I feel it in my shoulders. So good. You're not rounding your back forward. It's just your chin. Ramp the vertebrae in your neck. And then gently bring your head back up, release the hands. One more camel. If you like, take the block again. If you don't want the block, leave it. Come back to stand on our shins. This time, we can let our fingers face up, so we get a little more of a wrist stretch. Great. Shoulders relaxed. Glutes are nice and tight, strong. Belly strong. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, and go. Hips go slightly forward. You don't want to go too far forward. We don't want to make a huge back bend. Glutes are squeezing. Belly stays strong. Heart lifts up. Eyes are open, looking for the ceiling, maybe the wall behind you. Be here for 3, 2. On 1, gently bring the head back up. If you have the block, put it to the side. And go ahead and have a seat. Okay. We're going to come into cow face pose. I loved cow face pose the first 7 months. But now, with this belly in the way, it's hard for me to do, as I did before. So there's options. First, you will need a strap, or that small towel. This will be for our arms. We're going to set up the legs first, though. For our legs, take your left leg long. I'm just going to fix this real quick. There we go. So left leg long. And you can start by bringing your right knee on top. You might already feel this stretch. Right here in the hip, right here in the glute. You can stay. If you need a little more, you can bend the knee. You're never sitting on your heels. So the ankles are on the outside. If your knees aren't stacking, that's okay. probably because your belly's in the way. If you need a little more, you can even sit on the blanket just so your bottom is touching the earth, blanket and then the earth. So once you have that, your right knee's on top. So take that strap or towel in your right hand, lift it up, bring it down, bring it behind you. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing with my hands. When it's behind you, left hand reaches up through the spine, finds that towel or the strap, and then the hands start to walk towards one another. If your fingers can interlace, go for it. Otherwise, keep that towel, that strap, and continue to walk hands closer and then pull apart. This is getting into our shoulders. It's getting into our hips. Feel free to close your eyes here and breathe. And if it's still too much for your legs, you can be in a cross-legged position. Breathe for 3, 2, 1, release. Release your arms. Release your legs out in front of you. Shake them out. And we'll set up the other side. So this time your right leg will stay long. Your left knee will come on top of the right. If that feels good, that's where you stay. You need a little more. You bend the right knee so it sits on the outside. If you're leaning over, we don't want that. So bring that leg back out or sit on a blanket. Remember, you can also cross your legs, but this time the top knee will be in front. Well, the left knee for me. Once you have your legs, find that strap or towel in your left arm, hand. It's going to go up behind you, draping down, right hand up through it, and then they walk towards each other. Maybe the fingers come together, maybe they don't. Get them as close as possible, and then pull. So once you have that, all you need to do is breathe. If it feels good, close your eyes. Notice how long the inhales are. Let the exhales be the same. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Release the arms. Release your legs. Shake it out. Next up, helping us to wind down, we're going to take legs up the wall. Your legs up the wall, again, depending where you are trimester-wise. You can take a block with you to put it underneath your bottom. You don't need a block. You can just put your legs right up against the wall, so you're in an L shape with your torso lying down. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my shoulders, nice and flat, just because when I put my legs up, the baby tends to move into my diaphragm and I can't breathe. So whatever you need. So when you come back or come to your wall, your butt does not need to be right against it. Okay? You're just propping the legs up to help reverse the blood flow. It's very relaxing. I'm going to come down on my left side and then prop my legs up. Ooh. Your hands can be on your belly, they can be by your side. Just breathe here. If at any time this is uncomfortable, come onto your left side and just take a side lying shavasana on the left. Just calming down. relaxing and releasing. I'm going to go silent for a couple of minutes, but continue to breathe. If your mind wanders, come back to that breath count. Maybe start to move your wrists around. And a little movement in the fingers. Continue with your breathing. I'm going to come out of this nice and slow. I like to bend my knees first. Get my feet on the ground. Hence why the bottom's not close to the wall. And then coming onto the left side. Just because it's a lot easier, especially with a big belly, to get on up. And then we'll meet in an easy seat. You can be on your blanket if you want. So that easy seat could be on your shins, it could be ankles crossed. I'm going to do a gentle twist. Almost the same way we started. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Use your hands to prop you up so your spine is long. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. One more breath in. Full breath out. Inhale through center. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Again, long breath in. Equal the breath out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Coming back to center. Before Shavasana, I invite you to come with me and chant Om. It's a nice good vibration. Also helps with your breathing as well through labor. Or so I'm told. Your eyes can be open or closed. We're going to do a cleansing breath. In. Let it out. Inhale for Om. On your exhale, Om. Om. 4 more times in. Let's do one more time. In. If you want to grab a blanket, a pillow,
You can go ahead and lie down on your left side. Allow your eyes to be closed. Finding your Shavasana. Letting everything relax. Maybe hands come to belly. Maybe just stay relaxed where they're at. Scan through your body. Let your toes be relaxed. Your feet, your ankles, your shins, your knees, your hips, your thighs. Your belly, your torso, your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, your jaw, your eyes. Just let it all be. Feel free to stay as long as you need to in your Shavasana. When you're all done, be sure to continue to take care of you. Be good to yourself. Eat well, sleep well. Namaste.